I'm sorry. I'm just in a good mood because I like my hair.
You spent 7 hours on that hair. I don't understand. 7 hours in the salon.
Are you awake? Nigeria, you should be by now because it's a new week. And of course, we are in your faces. I mean, how do you wake up seeing these pretty faces and not, you know, be more...
Yeah. Of course, so we know that Mondays are a lot to take on after the weekend.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why we are here, you know, to give you that boost that you need to start your week. It's another opportunity to make money and make a headway with our careers.
Of course, we are here to get you started the right way with motivation, music, food, fashion, and everything else in between. My name is Okoche.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. Titi is away this week.
Yeah.
But of course, the lovely is going to be here with us.
Thank you.
Making things easy for y'all. Right now, we're on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
And of course, we have a new chef joining us in the kitchen this morning. And as always, we always want to give you something to spice up your morning.
I like it when a new chef comes in. Number one, they're very generous, so they're just like
right.
And number two, they're just a bit
calm,
chill,
She's still trying to get a hang of things. Her name is Chef Amaka. Hello.
Hi. Hey, Chef.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right.
Good to see
you.
So,
well, she's still got to get into the groove.
Yeah.
We'll just give her enough time.
We're going to shake her up.
Yeah.
In a few minutes. No problem.
Yeah.
All right. So, of course, she's from Amanda's Kitchen, and she's going to be joining us this morning. We're going to be having a great time on the show today.
Yeah. And for performance this morning, Fola Shiva will be joining us shortly, to give us that rendezvous, put us in that mood. Yeah.
As a night dress close. Don't you know how these feelings come about? Yeah. Just breathe, baby. Help me just breathe, baby. Yeah.
And Mondays are for history. We love our history here on Wake Up Nigeria. So this week in history will be on in a little bit.
Our usual Monday mornings are never complete without our friends from V Connect, who will be talking to us about the services they offer on their platform.
Money must be made, and money must be made fast. That's the mindset of today's youth. Fola Daniel Adelesi will be joining us this morning to talk to us about making fast money.
The get-rich-quick syndrome.
Yes, exactly.
And of course, I'll be giving you, so I'm back with my regular Monday Life Hacks on the show. You gotta stick around for that one.
And finally, we have Nigerian producer, celebrity photographer, and many more. Radio presenter, Yomi Black, joining us on the show this morning as well.
Okay, what of Meg? Meg and Buddy, they've been married 10 years now. 10 years. And they have a beautiful daughter to show for you. What are you talking about?
We did tell you.
Meg would tell me. We're in the same workers this thing in church.
All right, fantastic week.
Is it possible, do we say Happy Monday?
No more.
Nobody says Happy Monday. Like I've never, do people say Happy Monday?
No. I feel so blessed. I'm sitting in between two guys. Oh my gosh.
Why is somebody?
I promise you, I am.
She's in that mood.
I am.
So what we call
it
post-birthday vibe.
Yeah, and I'm still getting a few more offers, for people who want to do things tough with me this week. Yeah, so
amazing. I heard you got like 17 cakes. It's a rumor.
Yes, now cupcakes now.
So
like 27.
Right.
So you have enough cakes till the end of the year. Just
Well, like I said, I'm getting a few other offers, and but it was amazing. It was so amazing. You didn't turn up. Mike made it up to me. So
you don't want to let anybody know how
me.
So let's just say I owe you.
Well, how was your weekend, guys?
It was fine. I got home pretty late yesterday because of the King of Boys premiere.
Oh, you were there?
Oh yeah.
How's the movie?
Usually don't attend premieres, but last night it was amazing.
How's the movie?
The movie is 3 hours long.
Is it
too long?
But it is riveting. Kemi Adetiba is crazy.
Isn't it too long?
If it's a Kemi Adetimba movie, I'm definitely going to watch it.
Okay.
So if you're going to watch the film, just clear your schedule so that you can sit down and watch it properly.
3 hours.
Wow.
No. It was.
That would be something. That would be something. That would be something.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, well, a weekend was...
What did you wear, though?
I wore a suit.
Wait, what were you expecting? What were you expecting?
He's expecting an Ebuka type of outfit. No, I didn't do that. I just...
Oh my God, good morning, Nigerians. We are still doing the boom shakalaka things. Now it's going to be on the apps. Come on, flat on me. You go see us they go this morning. Anyway, one more time, blessing time, let's go. She is already giving me those what? Those warm-up that really makes us ready for what we're going to be doing today. Yeah, leg right is on. Come on, no time for the weekend. Yeah, just give me a little bit of twist. Don't mind what you're seeing here. And good. We have what? We have the chair. Yeah, very interesting. Who says you cannot get your abdominal worked on with items to find your hand? I'm going to be in the advance. She's going to be doing the modification. Beginners, follow any leg rise. I'm going to do a knee rise in it. Come on. I'm going to add an extension to it. Come on, Ini. No time for the weekend. Yama fat in trouble. Where did you that? Come on. Stabilizing like this is not based so your commons are really working. Let's have 2 more. Come on. Come on. If you're not advanced, I beg, don't forget me. Follow Ini. Ini, get up time. Get up. Ini's going to get up. She doesn't want to get up. She knows what we're doing. Where are we going to Ini? Outside mountain climber. Follow me. There's a twist here. And I'm using my obliques. This is very crazy. You want to burn yama fat from your obliques? Your calls are tight. Come on. Break time. Any break? I definitely have to do what I do to my right. I have to do it the other way. Come on, keep that umbrella. Come on. One more round for me. So I'm going the other way around. Keep it tight. Let me be seen underneath of your leg. Come on. Any break time, no easy. It's bringing out the umbrella and come and bring out the umbrella. I'm not going to do the advance. I'll look for space. Any are you set? Follow me here, beginner. Any rolls the arms. She rolls the umbrella. I do an extension. And it brings it in. We are still doing this extension there. More going. Come on. No time for the weekend. Fat belly in trouble. But make sure definitely your fat percentage has to go down. Come on, Ini. Come on. Ini, stay there. Let's look for trouble. Come on. Drag it in. No yama for when it comes to the umbrella. Ini, leave the umbrella alone. Shake the hands for me. Ini, go back down. Ini, smile for me now. No verse, I beg. Now 6 pass. Ini, down. Now we're going to do something that's going to take the heart rate up a little bit. And then we're going to still hit the lower part of your abs. Up chain. We are going to chain it up till we get to the end of today's workout before we go to the kitchen. Ini. More see as they go. 1 push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ini, shake the hands. There's a small rest period in the down again. 1 push up chain. 6 mountain climber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And you take again. We are 2 down. We are counting. Down. We are counting up. 7. Come on. 1 push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At home, I believe you die. I'm coming to your house if you are not here with us. Wake up, Nigerian teams. Come on. We are going for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want yama form. It is 8. No problem. Your heart rate is already going up. Who says you need a machine to get your heart rate up? Then you go down. Where are we going to? Let me look at you and count now. Oh yeah, come on. Come on. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Ini, do the same thing to me. I'm going to do 10. Ini, count for me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ini, back to you. Stay there. I said we are going to be here till the game ends. Down. This show will not end today. Oh, come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ini, do the same thing to me. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. If you want to rest, Ini, the show doesn't want to end. 13. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ini, as the show not ended, before we go to the kitchen, I have to do what? 14. I'm giving you rest period though. If you don't rest, there will be problem. You are chasing somebody, don't chase anybody. Ini. 4,
All right, interesting workout there. Whenever Tony is around, you definitely know that you're going to work those muscles. It's a fresh week, and I'm excited to have Chef Amaka join us in the kitchen this morning. She's making something very tasty and interesting. Of course, she's, you know, working her magic, which Chef Amaka. Okay, so no, please bring it forward so that people can see how you are chopping that.
Thank you.
All right. So this morning we are making nkwobi. Wow. It's quite exciting. You're putting us in that mood already.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the ingredients quickly.
Excuse me.
Okay, so while she's busy, I'll just run through the ingredients, yeah, and I'm sure they'll, you'll see them on your screen shortly. So for our nkwobi this morning, we're making use of palm oil, yeah, crayfish. We have ugba, and then ogiri.
Yeah.
Onions,
Yeah.
pepper, Cameroon pepper, seasonings,
Otazi leaf.
utazi,
Otazi.
utasi leaf
For garnishing.
for garnish, and
This is ungo. We call it ungo in place of akang. It's far better than akang.
ungo. I've never heard that
Ah.
before. What does that do?
Okay, you know, akang is just for you to make the sauce by adding the oil.
Yeah.
Okay, ungo is far better because it's from the palm front.
Interesting.
This is far
You
better,
see,
healthier.
Healthier.
Yeah.
So guys, there are a lot of healthy ingredients we are working with this morning. But let's get cooking, and over time we'll, you know, educate you on some of, you know, the healthy ingredients we're working with, the health benefits. Okay, so in here we have our goat's meat.
No.
Cow meat.
Cow leg.
Cow leg. You know, I really don't know the
That's
difference.
not
That's the
good.
truth. I really actually don't know the difference between goat's meat and cow meat.
Wow.
Cow leg, okay. So what's next? Can we get cooking?
Yes, please.
Okay. So what do you need? I'm your sous chef. So whatever it is that you need, you just tell me and I'll just get it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will need the pot.
So we have our cow leg steaming here. I think it's ready, right? Our cow leg is ready.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and I like the way you chopped them. They're pretty small. Unlike, you know, when you visit when you visit any restaurant and you ask for nkwobi, the meats are so chunky. I mean, you practically have like a bowl, just 2 pieces of big meat filled with bones, and that's it. But in here, they're nicely chopped, and I can see a lot of flesh. So this nkwobi is going to be really, really, really interesting and exciting this morning. Okay, so while Chef Amaka is still, are we ready?
Yes, please. Okay.
So she seems pretty busy. I'm just going to take you through a few of the health benefits of our ogiri here. And did you know that ogiri actually has antioxidant properties, and it also heals wounds? So if you have any scars, wounds, wounds actually injuries, what ogiri does for you is it actually helps to heal it. And then it also has amazing skin properties. Yeah, I know, right? It has, like I said, it has amazing health properties. You'd be so surprised. Are we ready to go?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. Okay, so shall we?
Okay, this is the ungo.
Ungo.
Yes, you have to dilute it with
Ungo.
Ungo.
Ungo. Okay.
Ungo. We call it ungo in Igbo.
Okay.
Okay, you have to dilute it with water. The way you do to akang.
Okay.
The same process.
Okay.
And you have to sieve it because of sand.
Oh.
As you can see plenty sand. You have to sieve it.
Sieve it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what's next?
Once it's done, you stir. I like using the wooden spoon.
So I'm just going to help you stir.
Stir, okay.
Because we'll be going on a quick commercial break.
So you add the oil.
Yeah. All right.
Stir.
So do I keep stirring?
Yeah.
Okay, so this hasn't gone under the heat yet.
At all, it won't from now.
So there's more that we need to show you in
Keep
Uncle.
stirring.
Oh, this is thickening up. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go on a quick commercial break. When we return, our nkwobi will be, well, we're going to show you the process, of course. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back. Now, Monday morning is always a great time to, you know, breathe and let, you know, the whole stress get off you. And that's what Folasheva is here this morning to do. How are you doing, sir?
It's good to be here.
All right, so we're feeling breathe and we're feeling you now, right?
Okay.
Okay, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you.
please just help find out that there's no reason for you to be seen as a night dress close? Don't you know how these feelings come about? Yeah. Just breathe, baby. Help me just breathe, baby. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. What you gonna do, cause it's about to go down. It's about to go loud. What you gonna do when the lights go out? Biting your lip and making you weak, she calling me baby. Bending your feet, now look what you made me do. Got me squeezing up my face like I'm mad at you. True, now I'm marking around your skin, this is art tattoo. I can't believe we've kept this for so long. Girl, you know what? Yeah, tell me what you think, cause for free you will see that this night, girl, you got that. I fix my flag in your world, cause I'm bad, senorita, there's no other that can top that. So you can watch me work this, trust me, I'ma raise the stake, get your profit. Now I set the sail, I'ma give it real, I'm the only captain in this cockpit. Now, just breathe, I've set you free. Now, just breathe, okay? Can you please just help find out that there's no reason for you to be seen as a night dress close? Yeah. Don't you know how these feelings come about? Yeah. Just breathe, baby. Help me just breathe, baby. Yeah, yeah. Help me just breathe. Take it easy. My heart, you see, I've been leasing. Yeah. Listen, look. It's about that time, I don't wait all night. Look, you and I were about to go all night. Baby, you're the type you go make the other man them cry. Look, you're the type you go make the other man them cry. Deep in your pride, pick you up so you see you can fly. I know they've been killing your vibe. Pick you up so you see you can fly. Your pride, I know they've been killing your vibe. My teeth sunk in your thighs, baby. I'm sunk in your thighs. Our heads conducting the chime. All of the melodies we shall find. Yeah. They know they go down on you like pie. Just help find out that there's no reason for you to be seen as a night dress close. Yeah. Don't you know how these feelings come about? Yeah. Just breathe, baby. Help me just breathe, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's it, Bree. Let's talk about this song. Right. This is, this is quite unusual. This is not what a lot of people say.
That's what I've been made to understand.
Exactly. And so, how has the reception to your style of music been?
It's been sort of a double-edged sword, if I could say that, because you have people that will be like, they'll try to dictate the pace. They'll be like, no, this is not the tempo for the kind of music that we do here in Nigeria. And then you have people from the different facets that will tell you, no, I keep doing what you're doing because it's unusual, it's different, it's going against it, exactly. So you kind of get sort of like a multiple
have you ever
type
felt
of
the
perception.
pressure to give people, or to move to that style, that music that people want? Have you ever felt that pressure?
I feel it all the time, but I think over the years now, like I've sort of had a cocoon around me like this, and I kind of like sort of shift it out of the way like that. But you always get that pressure. You get, even from friends, people who are like, no, I think you should increase the tempo of this thing, like, you know, and stuff. But music is music, and I think good music is good music.
What comes up from you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about a body of work. You have a body of work out there. Any plans? Let's talk about it.
Okay, so I have, it's called When the World Turns Story. Okay. It's an 11-track project that I released, and it has different sounds. The reason why that project was very important to me was I needed to show sort of like my versatility. So you have a song like Breathe now that is on maybe 95 metronome, and you have some that are like 120 as well. So not necessarily your tipakpa, like as you call it, but I just wanted to show versatility.
We've had some artists who actually, they're giving us that tipakpa sound well, and then later on, they move into what they were, and like, this is what I really am, but then I had to enter the market and all of that. Do you ever feel like maybe sometimes you might do small?
Sometimes it gets there, but my mantra is, even if you gave me the same script and the same producer and the same beat and everything that you give to a Wizkid, I can't perform like Wizkid because I'm not Wizkid. So
see, that's the thing. I like that. You know, I've been going about this because I want to find I can say now that you're true to what you want to do. Okay, so let's talk about moving forward. What do you have out there? What should people expect from you?
I have other visuals coming. Like, I think another aspect that I've been working hard at is the visuals. Okay. I know it's a very expensive industry as well, like that. So you have to find ways of fine-tuning what you have. So I have visuals that are coming out as well. Shout out to Mitch on this track. Mitch was the one that did the hook on this track. So when I was performing, that's why I kept quiet. I know people were probably looking at, why are you keeping quiet? Like, it's because there was somebody else that performed that as well. So I have features as well that I've been working on, people I've been working with as well. And
what are your musical inspirations? Let's talk about your icons. Who have you grown up musically?
Mine is from a myriad of, like, I have different people. Like, I listen to different types of music. So I might listen to Enya today. Tomorrow I might listen to Damian Marley. Next minute I'm listening to Tubaba. So it switches like that. So I'd say Damian Marley, Nas, Talib Kweli, Lupe Fiasco. These are some of like my influences, and Shevchenko as well.
But what's a central theme? If you were to put your music into a central theme, what would it be?
I would say honesty. Like, I like honesty in my music, so it doesn't matter what subject matter I'm referring to or I'm talking about. For me, I believe that when you can convey your honesty in your music in whichever way, shape or form, whether you're talking about, you know, somebody that you're attracted to, or whether it's about your struggles or whatever it is, if you can infuse honesty in your music, I feel like the audience can understand that and they can relate with that, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. So yeah, that's what I'll call my theme.
I like that, man. Wishing you the best and see you at the top.
Thank you. Amen.
He kept true to his profession. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let's head over to in the kitchen. How far? What's happening with Nkwobi?
Thank you very much, Mike. Fola Shiva there. You know, I mean, that was a beautiful song. Making them girls fall in love, Fola Shiva. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. All right, so here we are in the kitchen with Chef Amaka, and we are making Nkwobi. Ha! There should be a drum roll to that Nkwobi. Oh yeah, let's do it again.
Nkwobi.
All right, so there you have the ingredients on your screen right there. We are making use of, okay, let's talk about the ingredients quickly.
Okay, this is the seasoning.
Yeah.
Okay, this is ogiri. Okay, this is ugba. This is crayfish. This is Cameroon pepper. I prefer Cameroon pepper. This is otaze, onion and pepper.
And in here we have our
ungo and red
palm oil. Yeah. And over there we have our cow legs already steamed and ready to munch. Yes. Okay, so what's next?
Okay, let's add the pepper.
Okay. So you said something earlier. Go ahead. Okay. You said something earlier about ungo. That ungo does the same role. It plays the same role as using account. Yeah. And then I also found out that another alternative is baking soda.
I've never tried that. We from the East, we prefer ungo.
You prefer the local ingredients.
You know, it's local food. It's a local food. This is the crayfish. I'm adding the crayfish now. Okay, you can add everything together. There is no hard and fast rule that said that you should add this and add this. Don't forget that ogiri. This is ogiri Anambra. That's the best. If you add it, oh my God. Wow. I love food.
Chef Amaka says, oh my God. Like, really?
So what am I doing? I'm stirring everything together.
All right.
Then we're going to add our
Ogba.
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 Ogba. Okay, don't forget to add your seasoning.
Okay.
Don't forget, just a little bit. I don't like.
So just in case you're just joining us, we are making nkwobi, and in here we have our ungo, which was earlier filtered. Yeah, to take off all the sand. We filtered off all the sand, and then we mix it with the palm oil. Yeah, and right now we have our crayfish, our Cameroon pepper seasoning, and our ugba, and ogiri. Yeah.
Ogiri Anambra.
Ogiri Anambra.
No mind.
All right, so what's next?
So we have to add our
cow leg.
It's very easy to prepare.
Very easy.
Okay, let me just get.
You need spoon.
Yes,
okay.
please.
So I'm just gonna, help you stir this.
Very, very
All
easy.
that ogiri has to go into the meal. Oh man, that cow leg looks good. So do I keep stirring while you're pouring in it? Okay. So like Chef Amaka said earlier, you need to use what they call this stick in English?
Wooden spoon.
Wooden spoon. Okay. We call it oningari stick.
That's what we call it. Oningari stick.
Yeah, so we call it oningari stick, but yeah, it's called the wooden spoon, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So you keep oh man, this nkwobi has life in it. Like, it has life in it. Look at that. Look at all that yumminess, man.
Okay.
Chef Amaka.
So please put it here.
We're in the office, so. That's the kind of meal you eat and then you just sleep.
And it goes well with palm.
And it goes well with palm. Oh, man.
Palm wine.
This woman.
Oh, I
you
love
are the
food.
shizzle.
I love food.
All right, so it's our V-Connect segment. You know how it is every Monday for quite a while now. We've had them. And we're rounding up things here. So we have the CEO and founder of V-Connect in the house, the Panka Rustagi, right? Yes. I got that right. You're welcome, sir.
Thanks
it's great to have you. And of course, he's a family member. Vishal is in the house. Great to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Head of SME sales. It's great to have you. Welcome. You're welcome. Now, we've had quite a long while talking about V-Connect as a business. But let's talk about the focus. What should the focus? Because, people think of business and you think of just making money. Let's just make money. No matter what, let's just make money. What should the focus of a business, such as V-Connect or any other business, be?
Okay, great. Thanks a lot for having us here. We've been fortunate to work with the small and medium scale entrepreneurs in Nigeria for the last 8 years. And that has taught us a lot about what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses which make or break a small business. And over time, we have discovered that the focus needs to be in building the trust. An SME who is scaling up knows what he or she is putting into the place, but the people outside don't see how much trust, how well can they trust that business. So let me give you an example. In the financial industry, when we talk about there's no money for loans in this market, that's not true. There is there is a lot of money available, but there is no trust rating or credit rating around businesses. Similarly, there are customers out there who are searching for your products or services, but they don't know you, they don't see you, and you are not being able to build that trust efficiently. So if each SME tries and looks at themselves and focuses on how a new customer who is coming in will be able to trust me, will be able to trust my work, he or she will be able to break through and get the escape velocity to grow to a larger scale business.
All right, so Vishal, are we saying that trust is about the number one thing a business should try to build with the customers or the end consumers?
Exactly. So what happens is, if you have supposing you go to a shop and pick up somebody, let's say for example that guy he's into carpet installation. Maybe you want him to come and do a job. So you go to him, you pick him up from there, and then he comes to your place and he does the work for you. So okay, fine, this is where he sits. These are the jobs he has done. You've seen customers coming and going out of his shop. So, you know, you have that certain level of trust, or you have that certain level of comfort that, oh, if he messes up, for God forbid if he messes up, I know where he is. But, you know, that doesn't happen online. When you want to call somebody from an online source, you start wondering whether, you know, is he going to do the work right, or is he going to turn up, or is he not going to turn up? And tomorrow, what if I give him money? Is he going to come back or no? You know, so those are certain questions that come, that pull you back, that again make you go to reach out to your phone and say, hey, Mike, do you know anyone who does carpet? True. You know, that's the certain element that misses out. That's why we always want to go for referrals, because I know tomorrow if he messes up a job, I'm going to call Mike and say, Mike, the guy you gave me, man.
Now, this is very important. The next question I want to ask, how do you build or rebuild trust? For instance, let's say there are times when trust is broken. So let's talk about building it first. How do you build it? And then if it is broken, how do you rebuild it?
I think building trust is vast, but we'll specifically take about building trust for acquiring new customers.
Okay, building trust for acquiring new customers.
Yes. So building trust for acquiring new customers, it's very simple. When I come to your store, there are certain questions that I'm going to ask you. How long have you been in this business? How did you start this business? What made you, what are your strengths in this business? I will see your degrees on the wall. I will see your, ask people around your shop. So try and see the questions a customer asks you when he's coming to your physical store to decide whether he should work with you or not. The same questions you should try and answer in your online persona. You should try and answer in your online profile. So whether you're listing yourself on your website, whether you are listing yourself on VConnect, you should try and answer those questions. Why you are the right choice for this business. That helps answer the questions and build trust for the person to take ahead.
Wow, wonderful. And now, so what that should be the focus of businesses, either on now VConnect as a business and the end consumer. Now, let's look at a case. Let's look at this case of your business indirectly. Who should the trust? Who should I build the trust with? Is it with you as VConnect, or is it with the end consumer that who puts up his services on your website?
No, so there are two people. There is a user who wants to come and use VConnect, and there are business owners, like for example me, I'm a business owner on VConnect. Okay. So the trust is built for users who want to come and use VConnect as a platform.
Well, now the question is, whose responsibility? Is it VConnect or the person, the service provider?
Totally, it's our responsibility.
Okay, it's
That's
VConnect.
We've always mentioned we vet the professionals.
Okay, now, exactly.
But the only thing is, our vetting is our trust. Now, we have hundreds of professionals. But what we are saying is, for you to move ahead, for you to get the right value out of these customers, you need to also build this. Because VConnect is not your only support. There are various other ways. If your website looks fancy but does not answer these questions, it's going to be a challenge. So let me try and give one more tip around trust. It's a lot of SMEs who we meet tell us that, try and list all the keywords or all the services. So if the person doesn't find you for this, he'll find you for that.
Okay.
But how many times do you want to deal with a person who does 50 things? You don't want to deal with a generator repair guy who also does small chops. Right? You don't
I don't want.
Yes.
I don't want that.
You don't want to
fry my engine or something.
Yeah, he shouldn't. You don't want to deal with a guy who's doing CCTV and also doing tailoring. So you want people who are focused and who are qualified to do that.
I like this. I like this.
Yeah,
I like this.
Totally.
So, folks, so now this is an advice to, you're giving some tips. Let's final words, final advices to business service providers who put up their services. Their focus is key.
Yes.
Focus is key.
Focus is key in building trust, because when you focus, you are able to get the admiration, get the support, get your customers to give you testimonials because your quality of job is good. So build trust.
Wonderful. It's, just last quote, Jack of all trades, master of none.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
So
of course, these great guys here, the Pankaj Rustagi and Vishal Tulsiani, both have 13 years of experience working with SMEs in Nigeria. Now, that's wonderful. I mean, do you have a Nigerian name?
Dari.
Dari. Dari, and you, Vishal?
See, people call me anything and everything. I grew up amongst my Hausa friends, so they always used to call me, whenever I said Vishal, they would not understand Vishal. Okay. So they would say Richard or Ishai,
you are the businessman. We should call you Emeka. Dari, Emeka. It's good to have you. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful journey with you guys. Wonderful. All right, that's all we can take for now. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. We'll take a short break, and when we get back, there's so much more on the show.
top of the morning to you people. I hope you're not just waking up, because this is the show to be, where we bring you all the fun, all the excitement, all the razzmatazz, and you get to see me flip my hair back and forth. I'm not flipping it off.
It took her 7 hours. She worked on that for 7 hours. And so it's the show that brings you music, food, motivation, everything on the show. My name is Yomi Okwain. Now TT is away this week. We had to hide her away for some reasons,
and of
which
course,
we're going to tell
I'm
you
not
about.
TT. I am MM Akwote, and we're live online at tvccontinental.tv, at tvcontinental.tv, and on Facebook, it's TVC Connect. So send in your comments if you like my hair. Yeah, you could just send comments about that
this
too.
hair thing?
Because I spent so much on this hair. So
and you women, what you women
about
do is that after like 10 days, you say you're tired of the hair.
Whatever. Well, whatever. Just hold it there. Hold it there, Yomi.
Anyway, we're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, so check us out. Hashtag Wake Up Nigeria. I like MM's hair or whatever. Yeah. So just tell us what you think. So money must be made, and money must be made fast. That's the mindset of today's youth. And Fola Daniel Adelesi will be talking to us, and he's going to be addressing this specific issue of getting rich quick from young people.
And of course, I'll be bringing you another edition of your regular Monday morning life hacks. You know, I always got you covered. I got you. Which is coming up in a bit, of course.
Yeah, and finally, we have Nigerian producer, celebrity photographer, and erstwhile radio presenter, Yomi Black, joining us for a chat.
So do I have a side chick?
You see that with tell me now. How will I know if you have?
Okay, what of Meg? Meg and Buddy, they've been married 10 years now. 10 years. And they have a beautiful daughter to show for you. What are you talking about?
We did tell you.
Meg would tell me. We're in the same workers district in church. She would tell me.
All right.
So yeah, Yomi, I wanted to talk about the movie. You were telling about the movie King of Boys and all of that. It's not normal comedy. Comedy is what we found. We of recent found that in the cinemas, what moves or what sells is comedy. Comedy, not people going to comedy. But this is a bit different. This is not just comedy.
It's different. It's the film is dark in many ways.
No.
In fact, there are some parts of it that you would think, okay, it's a little bit of a thriller. Some aspects of it are even a bit of horror. But not the regular horror that you would see. So real stuff that's happening.
I didn't expect it to be that. You know, if anyone who watches a regular Shola Shobowale's movie would expect comedy. So I really want to see her in this.
In fact, even Jide Kosoko was not comedic in the film.
At all. Yeah.
Well, he was a little bit. You know, Jide now, he will still come out with a little bit of that. And it was a fusion of Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, English, everything in a 3-hour movie. Like, you would totally be blown away by it.
But the point is that, now, is this what, because we've had thrillers all through time. I mean, when we used to have direct-to-DVD movies or direct-to-CD or direct-to-tape and all of that. But then, is it something that we need now? I mean, you know, considering that a lot of people just go out there and want to just laugh and catch fun and all of that. No, I'm just asking. I don't know.
It's different. I feel that the film is going to get a lot of word-of-mouth buzz. Because once you watch it, you come away with, there's always something that, there's a feeling that you come away with.
Well, I was more fascinated and blown away by the red carpet fashion.
Last night,
I was blown away.
So you definitely do something about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely, I should do something about it. Yeah.
Very nice.
All right.
Should do that.
Welcome back. Now it's time for a little bit of Monday motivation for us this morning. Now, in today's world, in Nigeria especially, where the disparity between the rich and the poor is as wide as the ocean, and making ends meet is a struggle every single day. The impatient youths of today now constantly are on the prowl for the quickest means to make money. Fola Daniel Adelesi is here to motivate us and talk to us about the get-rich-quick syndrome that is basically enveloping all the youths of today. Let me ask you a question. Is it their fault?
Whatever you do in life, you always have to take the responsibility. The society will put things in front of you, but you have to own up to whatever you do. Nobody will bear the consequences for you. And since nobody will bear the consequences for you, you can't say it's someone else's fault. For example, we always heard when we were growing up, wealth gotten by vanity will soon diminish. I also used to hear money has wings and it will fly away. But the difference is if you learn how to build money by yourself, you would also learn how to be able to hold on to it for a longer period.
I want to say something. Most of the time, like even while I was growing up, I mean, I grew up in the 80s. And what we had heard or what we were taught was that hard work always pays.
Exactly.
And we watched our parents work so hard for so long.
That's true.
And my dad was unable to retire at 60 because, you know, he just had to continue working. He had 6 kids, you know, kids were in the university, some were in secondary school, and he just continued to work and work hard and work hard until he died. So a lot of the younger generation looking at this situation today are saying,
they don't want to go in that line.
I'm not going to go in this direction. I'm not going to work the next 40 years for someone and be earning a salary or be trying to, you know, make ends meet. So, which is why they're now thinking, look, we're going to go the way of the get rich.
Now, I think what we need to remember is that in those days, they didn't have as many platforms as we do today. Technology wasn't a boom. It is now. It makes it easier for you to get rich. It makes it smarter for you to work, spend little time and still make money. What we must understand is it's not really about working hard, it's about working smart. If you work hard and you make money, it's not the money that you make by working hard that actually prospers you. It's what you do with the money that you have made, how you are able to multiply the money that you make consistently. That's what actually prospers you. That's what makes you wealthy. So too many people think that they must make money quickly, first because they're looking at the materialistic things. There's the peer pressure. There's the pressure from the society. On television today, what you see most times is the newest video. On the newest video, you see the latest cars, you see the latest wristwatches, you see the latest iPhones, you see the latest brands of whatever gadgets that people are producing. So everybody wants to have that. They show you how powerful you are when you have those things. And they give you that impression that if you don't have those things, then you're not powerful. It's the power of advertising. It's also a consequence. Advertising has its good side because the manufacturer makes money, but it also has its downside because those who are not able to afford it think that they are not smart, they are not there, they don't have money. However, we must understand that everything is not what you see.
Right. So now let's talk about the fact that even nowadays, I like that you brought up the issue of technology. So technology is the 21st century. People can make technology work for them and things like that. But what we have also discovered is that inventions, people developing apps, or solutions to problems also help you get rich quicker. So a lot of the young people are also thinking in this direction. Is this positive or negative?
Okay, that's a positive one. See, the get-rich-quick syndrome doesn't affect those who are offering value in exchange for money. I think when you say get rich quick, it's somebody who wants to make all the money in the world without commensurate value.
Right.
So if you're going to
value is key.
Value is key. If you want to get rich quick, the question is what value are you exchanging in offer for the money that you desire? If you don't have any value to offer, then you can't be looking for serious money. But for example, I have an idea. I'm exchanging value. I have a solution for something, and I say what I want for it is $1 million. Now, how much I charge for whatever I'm offering is relative. It's totally at my discretion.
It depends on the value that I'm giving at the end of the day. So if I develop an app like Uber or
you can
Facebook,
say you want $1 billion for it. If somebody can pay, that's good. But when you don't have anything to offer and you want money at all costs, that's getting rich quick.
Right, which is what will then lead to crime and the wrong kind
That's
of
why
things.
people are stealing, and at the end of the day, they lose their mind, they lose everything. You may eventually make the money in very rare occasions, but what happens to you at the end of the day?
Okay, so what's the mindset? Because usually that's the challenge. Well, what's the mindset? Is the mindset patience? Is it
the mindset really is value, and expect that you must have something to offer, something tangible. And once you offer something that people are willing to pay for, then think about how to multiply what you're getting in return over time. It's not an overnight thing. It's an overtime thing.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, people don't want to hear things you go better or, you know, in the sweet by and by. You know,
go and check all the billionaires in the world. None of them made it overnight. They had their years. They had the times when they started from their basement. They had the times when they started from the garage. They had the times when they started from a parking lot. They made it over. Nobody made it overnight. All that you see that you call overnight success, go and check them out. They've had years of working from their bedroom before they got into the boardroom and before they made that money. So people walk behind. We don't see the behind the scenes. That's why we think people made it overnight.
Right.
It takes time. And you've got to admit the fact that it takes time. But it doesn't just take time. You must offer value.
So the key thing is value.
Value.
The key thing is sitting down and saying, what can I do?
What can I do? What can I add to someone else's business? What can I add to someone else's success? How can I make life better for someone else? So long as you're thinking in that direction of value and service. Two important things, value and service.
Right.
If you can come up with a value and service, then you make money. And the next thing would be financial intelligence, which tells you how to multiply the money.
The money you made. I like it. I mean, the fact that I can sit down and come up with a service or come up with a product and say, look, this is what I want for this thing. And people are willing to pay for it, then I get rich.
That's it.
Excellent.
So it's very important. Value, service, and when the money starts coming in, financial intelligence to multiply it.
Wow, amazing, amazing, Fola Daniel. It's always I always get motivated when I talk to you because I know that when you some of the things that you talk about are the right things that show us the path that we should go.
It's always
Thank
a pleasure.
So much for joining us. All right, so we're heading over to now, who's got some life hacks for us this Monday morning.
Thank you very much, Yomi. Interesting conversation there with Fola Daniels. I'm very excited about today's life hacks. Why? Maybe because it has to do with using T-shirts. Just kidding. Well, today's hack basically has to do with turning your old T-shirts into a tots or grocery bag, like I have here. So how do you achieve this? So here I have an old T-shirt, which I'm not making use of anymore, and I'm definitely going to turn this into a grocery bag instead of just throwing it away or using it as a rag. So what I have done here is basically I have taken out one arm of the shirt already, as you see here. So first of all, what you do is you lay out your shirt on a table or on a flat surface, and then you have your marker and you mark out where you're going to cut out so that it's easier. And then you're not making a mess of whatever it is that you're working with. So I've marked out the neck area, which I'm going to cut off now. I'm going to cut this out neatly. So basically, I'm just creating a space where you keep where you put in whatever it is that you want to put it into your bag. So like I said, you just cut this out neatly with your pair of scissors. And there you go. So you cut it out nicely. So the reason I actually, when you're working with yours, it would be better for you to make these markings on the other side of your shirts. So that way you don't have these markings on the surface. It's because I've already worked out a few of what I'm going to be teaching you today. So you just, to save time. And then we have the other arm area. So I'm just going to cut this out because I've already marked it out already. So you just make a slight C curve on each arm area of your shirts. And then you just cut out nicely. Yep. There you go. So that you have like a singlet kind of shirt. So what you do is you flip it over. And then what I've done here, as you can see, is create fringes with your shirts. How? I'm going to show you now. So with your pair of scissors, you cut out both ends of your shirts. So quickly, I'm just going to do this and show you how it's done. So after you cut them out into strips, what you do is you tie them. So you just tie both ends, you knot them quickly. So basically what this does is it's easier that way, so that whatever you put into the bag, it just holds it in, as you can see here, as we have here. But what I did here basically is I just used, I tied it, after cutting out the strips, I knotted all of it and I just took it inside out. So this is what you have here. This is what you actually get. But if, just in case you don't want to do this, you could actually sew both ends of your shirts and then you put it inside out and then you have your tote bag and then you can just put in whatever thing, if your groceries or your makeup kit, anything into your bag. So if you have been throwing away your t-shirts, do not do that anymore. Instead, turn them into nice grocery bags that you carry along and everyone can appreciate and love, of course. And that's all gravy on Life Hacks for today. Please send in your comments and let me know what you think about any of these hacks for today. There's more on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay tuned for more.
Welcome back. Radio presenting, producing shopping magazines, movies, comedy skits, documentary, advertising, shows, and photography. Yomi Black has been there and done that. He produced a critically acclaimed comedy skit, Sunday and Lolade, which was adapted for the big screen in 2017. Of course, he has gone forward to put up other wonderful shows and stuff we'll get to expect in the coming years. It's great to have you on the show, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm very good. Is black your favorite color?
Oh, my God, no. But, you know,
it?
I mean, I like black for sure, but it makes me look slim. That's why I wear it. So it's not like...
Does it really do that?
Yeah,
I've heard that thing about colors. There are some colors you wear, it gives you maybe a bigger frame and all of that. It really does work.
Yes, it does.
So which one makes you bigger?
White definitely brings more.
You see the problem now, if I wear white now, my director now, I'm a producer, they will have my head. No wonder, no one told me how much you've been losing weight. This is black that's causing it. Now I know. All right, it's great to have you. So let's start with Sunday and Lolade. That was quite big. Kiki is also a friend. You guys did a wonderful job there. I mean, what was the inspiration behind putting it together and getting it on the big screen?
So first of all, putting it together was pretty easy. I have a very interesting wife, and
yeah, you do.
Yeah, so every time you see Sunday and Lolade, just imagine that she's Lolade. So I sort of just the only thing was I made sure that Lolade had a Yoruba accent and she was not as posh. But the stories are sort of similar.
Sort of the same, right? So it was more of a personal.
Yeah, everything is personal. It's what happens like in my daily life with your
wife and all of that. Wife, and then let's get to this question. As an entertainer, how you've been married now 6 years?
Yeah,
7?
6 years.
6 years now. Yeah. I mean, and it looks like you're going from strength to strength.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
I mean, yeah. Is it about luck? What does it take for an entertainer in these days? Because man, that ish is not easy. Keeping a marriage and making it happy as it should be.
I mean, I think it's determination from both sides to want to make it work. And having a lot of time to have fun. We spend a lot of time traveling abroad, you know, just seeing things that we haven't seen. So those memories keep us together.
Wow,
so
that's something I'm taking away from this. Wow, good. Now you have a lot of things you're planning rolled out. There's Room 420, which you just spoke about. There's Jelly and Clinton Norris. We'll get to that, but let's start with Room 420. You know, I'd seen a teaser, and I know Theresa Idem is there. There's Jide Kosoko and all of that. What's that about?
Okay, so Room 420 is a story that just reflects on the society. There's a lot of talk about sex and people paying for sex, and you know, some of our leaders are, you know, chasing some of our young girls. All the stories are out there, you know, they're innuendos. So what I did was I sort of wrote a story around that, and obviously made it an interesting murder case, so that it's a case of who done did it. So we don't know who killed who, you know. So it's a very interesting hotel series.
And now, do you take any exception to being called an Instagram comedian?
But I don't care, man. I don't care. I'm expressive. I've been called everything: radio presenter, photographer, Instagram comedian, producer, movie director. I'm just Yomi Black. I'm just expressing, and it will never stop. It could come out in different ways. Tomorrow I might be a painter, but I just keep expressing.
All right, cool. Now, apart from that, you already have things planned out. We spoke about it. You said you have things planned out till 2020. Now, that is something that the industry, as it is, Nollywood, we don't plan so much ahead.
Yeah, why am I very sure? Some of the new industries,
yeah,
you know,
because you know why I say so. You know why I say so. Yes, we have the big screen, but then we know that it is the straight to DVD or straight to CD market that is still ruling. That's the one that sells quite a lot. And then you see a movie that someone has shot for like 3 months and is waiting, and then something happens. Maybe Amber Rose just does something crazy, and then you just name the movie Amber Rose and Black China. Like, you know, like, there was a particular day I saw Chelsea versus Liverpool. I was like, really?
You know, I'll tell you for sure, those are the jokers in the industry. The real...
But they're the ones that they've proliferated the market. They're the ones that are out there.
It's a movement, and, you know, over time, just like the music, I remember about 15 years ago, you couldn't have, like, slow music. If it wasn't, like, club music, it wouldn't sell. But now you see the likes of Bears, you know, likes of Burner. I mean, the industry sort of changing. So if not the artist, the audience always gets, the audience matures, and over time you start to demand for better, you know. And with the likes of people like Kemi Adetiba, Moabudu, bringing out quality content, and the people can see that, wait, we can actually have great content, good quality, decent storyline, you know, and slowly, nobody likes trash. Nobody.
Okay, talking about not liking trash, we're going to get to something that is definitely not trash. Let's have a clip of Yomi Black in action.
Just tell me exactly what you want.
Sunday, take one, use one hand to hold this place. Hold it now.
I'm holding it.
Then use the second hand to hold this place. Use the other hand to...
How do I have only 2 hands now. If I use one hand to hold down...
It doesn't matter, just zip it, zip it. So there's nothing you can... It's stuck, that's what you would say. There's nothing you can do. Help someone to buckle shoe, you cannot buckle. Motor is doing overheating, you don't know. You cannot check oil gauge. You cannot help person is sick in the kitchen. There's nothing you can do. Help me to zip.
You always complain.
Go.
Maybe now that you're going fast.
Me fat.
I didn't mean. It's not like that.
What?
It's not like that. I'm sorry.
So I am fat.
No.
Why will you open your mouth and say that the woman you love is fat?
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. I meant the dress is shrinking.
Why did you say me? I'm shrinking. No, seriously, how can you say I am fat?
The dress is shrinking.
Oh!
I didn't mean.
You didn't mean what? No, sorry, that means you've been cheating on me. You've been seeing other women. You've been looking at other women. You think everybody are... I'm fat, Abi. So no, fat like this.
Maybe the dress is shrinking.
What do you mean shrinking?
I didn't mean...
You just said it now, maybe because I'm fat. How can you say I'm fat? How can I be fat?
I'm sorry.
No, seriously, let's say this. You've been cheating, you've been seeing other women. That means there's someone out there that is slim. No. There's someone out there that am I not slim enough? Am I not fine enough?
The dress is...
What dress? The dress that when I bought it does not used to enter. With the check and everything, you said I'm fat. There's no point. Just zip it.
See now.
Now this is... We need to call guys together and decide how you tell a lady that she's maybe on the chubby side without saying...
Just don't.
You don't say it?
No, just don't.
How? I mean, really, you don't say it.
You could tell her best friend to tell her, but you, if you want to survive...
Is this from experience?
Oh, yeah. Well... Well, I'm not gonna say it.
It definitely is from experience. But that was wonderful. I mean, I know this skit really went for a while, but I don't know. I feel like we need to see more of stuff like this. I don't know. Maybe you've got into that. Yes, you now do planned stuff, yeah. But some spontaneous stuff like this, makes us.
Yeah, I know.
That feel. I think we've missed it.
Yeah, people keep saying that. And I'm determined to bring it back.
Oh, great. Great one.
Yeah, because it's like what they always say, if people want something, just give it to them. So a lot of people have been requesting like, oh, we need more. And to be honest, I've done like 200 skits and they're still asking for more. So, but you see, we'll see how it goes. But I'm definitely getting back heavy on, on skits and just trying to make people, more
Happy and smart. Yeah. Thank you so much. At least I've learned something that I'm still wondering how to go around. Like you said, maybe her best. What if you don't know her friend?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, so we're going to head over to the kitchen now. I hope you like nkwobi.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Nigerian dish.
Okay.
I love it, man.
All right, so while we head over to the kitchen, let's still have a feel of Yomi Black. And yeah, there's Yomi. You have a namesake there in the kitchen.
Yeah, Yomi. You know, make people like, these are my vessels.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a big house. That's right across.
Okay, that's cute.
My swimming pool.
Oh, it's not Olympic size.
I want to take care of you, spend money on you, lots of naira.
Huh?
You know?
Naira? There's nothing wrong with a naira, but, you know, I prefer spending pounds and dollars. Dirham's not bad. Okay.
Is it all this, what did the theater movie?
Theater movie? You're so cute. They're called plays?
Plays?
Yes. Oh. I did a play called For Colored Girls.
Yes.
It had like loads of like, you know, really amazing actresses. Joke Silva, Richie Doyle, Matilda Obaseki, Tiwa Savage, Omaumi was in it, Marcy Dolakboni, Jumoke Ladibello, and I've done some work in England as well. I don't think you understand what I've done and where I've been. I've worked with the Royal Shakespeare Globe, you know, Shakespeare. I've worked with the company itself. I've also worked with the National Theatre in the UK and here in Nigeria. And what I've just finished on Top Boy, Channel 4, are you joking? That's prime time. It had Asher D in it, Kano in it, all the musicians, and I really don't think you understand what you're dealing with. I don't think you can, you know. I deal with people who give out oil blocks, and you're here with this, trying to impress me, new theatre movie. It's so cute.
Baby,
Oh, what?
I have money.
Well, you just need to work harder.
Work harder?
Yeah.
So what's that about?
That's Yomi Black there. Well done, man. Well done.
Yeah, welcome to the kitchen. And we have Chef Amaka here who's made something delicious for you.
Hi, Chef.
I hope you like nkwobi.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not joking.
I mean, I think it's a good dish.
She's just going to finish up here.
Garnishing it.
And this Amaka doesn't disappoint too. At all. Hey.
Okay, I think that's enough pepper because I don't know if I guess lost
I'm
pepper.
good with pepper.
Let me
It's good with everything.
Help me.
Yeah, I want to be sure that everything is moving on. Fine.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Yeah. Looks great.
Okay,
I
so
think
let's.
we are ready for it to be served.
So that's for you, Yomi.
Oh, is this how it's done?
Oh, yeah, we have two Yomis actually.
Yeah, okay. And then
Yomi Black and Yomi Owokwe.
There's the black Yomi and the light skin.
Yeah, really? Look at you.
I'm the light skinned Yomi.
Okay.
All right, so let us know what you think.
Support your team.
So I should start, right?
Yeah.
How come I'm the only one eating?
Yeah,
you're not the only one now. You're not the only one. How can you be the only one?
We're covered.
And that's utasi, just in case you're wondering what vegetable that is. Yeah.
Careful with that pepper because
He's a Yoruba guy. I think you guys love pepper.
Yes,
that's
we do.
That's
Yes, we
fact
do.
has been established.
And while that is going on,
interesting.
I think it's time for us to begin a round off the show this morning. It's been awesome. Different things that happened today: music, motivation, and of course, handsome gentleman to round up the show with us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Fola. I want to say a big thank you to Homely NG and Fola's Place for starting our hair.
Yes, indeed.
Even though you didn't start this one. Thank you, Fola. We love you. Mwah.
Yeah, and well done, Chef Amaka. Well done. Good job today.
And everyone who joined us on the show today.
Yeah.
Thank you. And just in case you're wondering what the bags look like, this is what it came out as. Yeah.
This is what the bag looks like. This is how your wife ruins your t-shirt in the house. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Have a lovely day. Thank you.